Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining. I would like to share with you an experience that I'm proud of for 2024. Sometimes we have projects that is really hard to achieve, and we don't know if it's going to success, or if it will see the light. So we're just struggling, doing our possible to achieve it. And once it happened, when we achieved that project and it was a success, we did it. And that's it. And we move on to the next project. We don't take time to celebrate, to be happy and joyful, and just be happy we did it. So I would like to share with you an experience that I had, and I'm proud of it. I have to say I'm proud of it. And I wanted to share with you. For those of you who have been following me for quite a while, you know that I'm not doing only YouTube channel or blogging. I'm also an energy healer. I'm using Reiki and Yanta, and I'm life coach. I'm doing it virtually. And since I've relocated here in Congo, Kinshasa. Since I've been here, I've been trying, actually, when I came here, I moved here, I felt that I came for a reason. I came to help people. But since it was a country where I never been for a long, I haven't been here for a long time or to live, and I didn't really know anything about, how people live, how they react, and so on. And I just start working, as usual, and until I find what I'm really looking for. Last year, I wanted to implement the coaching here locally, but I didn't know how. I didn't know from where I will be starting. And end of 2023, I keep hearing that little voice inside me, your intuition, your higher self, who keep telling you, you need to start working locally. You need to heal people. You need to elevate consciousness in the country where you are. And I say, oh, well, it's good, but how am I going to do it? Because I learned there is culture, tradition, religion. How am I going to go through that with what I'm doing? I just leave it, I just, think, and until I decide, okay, let's do it. Because, when my intuition tells me to go that direction, I don't ask, I don't doubt. I just, need that time to say, okay, let's go. And I say, okay, if it say to me that, I will go. I talked to one of my good friends and I explained and I share what I wanted to do here locally. And he told me, you know what, I will gather a few people and you will come and present your project. I said, that's fine. So that was like November 2023. I went there, I explained, and the way I approach the coaching that I will be doing is more with mental health, the stress, anxiety, burnout, trauma, and for people to change their behavior and the way they think to attract positive things in their life and have a healthy life. I shared the information, and the people who were there, they were like, that's interesting project. It's really a good one. But we are African and we don't do that. It's more for white people. I told myself, I knew they will respond, in that direction. But now I need to think how I'm going to react and how I'm going to explain So they feel concerned that, everything I'm telling here is actually touching you. So I decided to talk about, when they are stressed, they're not sleeping, they are not eating, they have headache. And here there is a lot of people who have high blood pressure. So I mentioned all that. I say, when the stress decides to go to one person, it's not checking are you white or black. There is no color, there is no religion. So they start to think, make reflection, and they're like, yeah, I remember that happened when, and you remember when I had the stress at work and so on. So they start actually seeing that they are living that experience. So they start asking questions, and then there was like, how do you work? How to proceed after? I shared the information. And the following months, with the same friends, he had other people who were looking actually for the information. So I went back, I shared the information. They were open to receive, open to change their life, and they want really a balanced, healthy life. I was like, okay, wait a minute, this is easy, because I thought I will face more obstacle. And the 2 times I went to present my project, they were open. I say, okay. So I start my program in beginning of February. And I do the program of stress and anxiety. They were happy to learn. They were sharing what they were going through. And the feedback that I had, it was, wow. For me, it was magical because, life surprised me. Life surprised me. And I love when life surprised me because I don't expect anything. And it's wonderful. The feeling is incredible. And what they liked especially is that I was there to guide them. I was there to hold the space for them to share what they were going through, to learn from each other, and to be themselves. That was the only time, they can express actually what going through them. Because you need to know that African people don't express the emotion. It's not part of the culture. So for them to do that, I knew it was a big step. And when I finish, the programming, I offer a membership so we can meet every month. They jump on it. They were like, yeah, for sure. Because they want to learn, they want to change their life. And they are looking for, every time it's like, okay, when again is the next session? And at that time, I didn't take time to celebrate because I was happy. And plus, I was doing so many things at the same time. My online work that I'm doing. And if they were looking for another, a date for, to do the follow-up, they were asking questions. So I had to send them few information. But a few weeks later, I celebrate. I say to myself, I did it. I went through all the obstacle. And yes, I had the thought that it will be hard, but you know what? When you are open, everything is open. The door are opening for you and you receive like abundantly. That's what is magical, because honestly, I didn't expect for people to be open to it. And now they want like a monthly, we meet like monthly. That's I couldn't ask for more, honestly. And the way I see the joy, the change in their face, when they learn something and they are willing to change, they are willing to take, the recommendation that I gave. There is no price for it. It's just fill my heart of peace and joy and love, because the way I see them wanted to change, it's a miracle. Because I'm telling you, if I had done that 2 years ago, it wouldn't work, because not only I wasn't ready mentally, but I don't think they were ready either. But today, it gives me the opportunity to actually go further and reach more people locally. And because we need it, people here need it. There is a war in the East, and there is a lot of harassment, rape and trauma. So people need to heal. People need someone to talk to. And not only we don't have a lot of psychologists, and it's not different, psychologists is not seeing, again, it's like not for us. But if you have a place where people can just sit there, share openly, without judgment, just be there to listen, that's what they want. So I wanted to share that with you, that if you have a project that you want to just, that you want to launch, but you have doubt, you're not sure, you keep having excuses, but for you, it's a good excuses, because there is an obstacle that that is there. Remove it. Just tell yourself that you are above that you can do it, you can achieve it. And you need to try. If you don't try, you won't know if it will be a success or a failure. And I don't think it could be a failure, because if it doesn't work when you do it, take the point where it didn't work and change it for the next try. That's how we can move forward. It's just by trying, learning, and keep going. And I'm proud of the fact that I didn't give up because of culture, tradition, religion, but just because I wanted to help. The only thing I wanted was to be there for people. So I just keep pushing myself and be honest with myself and say, Beverley, is it because of that, or because you are afraid to jump? You are afraid for the reaction. Be honest with yourself. That's the only way you will be able to remove what is stopping you to move forward, and just go ahead, because we can achieve anything we want. I'm telling you, since that day, since now I know I did it, I start my program here locally, I know I can achieve anything. Anything. The only obstacle that I have is my mind, my thoughts. If I open it, if I just say, I can do it, I will. I jump, I will jump and say, yes, I know I can do it. What worse can happen? Honestly, what worse can happen? You know yourself, you know your capability, you know how far you can go. Trust yourself, trust that you can do anything. That's really the magical words and feeling. Nothing, nothing can stop you for doing what you want. I would like to know about you. Are you going through the same thing? What are you doing to be able to remove those obstacles? It can be fear, it can be doubt, it can be you are not sure, you don't have self-confidence enough to just, jump. I'm telling you, you can do it. You can do it. Not because I did it, but because I know we have the power in us to achieve anything we want, as long as it's in positive way, is not hurting anyone. We can do it. I would like to know what you think about this project, and if you like my content, like the video, and subscribe to know the following subject. Thank you for being here. Thank you for following me. Until next time.